Since I relocated my license plate to the spare tire carrier, I was looking for a donut-shaped spare tire cover that would allow the license plate to remain visible. I couldn't find one to purchase, so I decided to get out the sewing machine and create my own. I used a heavy-duty sewing machine with heavy-duty needles and heavy-duty thread to sew sailcloth fabric. You will need to measure the tire circumference, the tire depth, as well as the tire width. The most accurate way to measure the tire circumference is to wrap a string around the tire, mark how long it is, and then measure it on a measuring tape. Since the shape of this tire cover will be an octagon, the angle we're looking for is 67.5 degrees. I used Google Drawings to create a template of this angle to later trace onto my fabric. I attached it to a cardboard backing for more durability. I started by cleaning up the fabric edge. Next, I cut out the size of fabric that I needed. The amount is equal to the width of the tire plus 2 times the depth plus an extra inch for margin. The length of fabric needed is equal to the circumference of the tire. It's easy to use the string I already used to measure the actual circumference of my spare tire. I had planned to add an extra margin for overlap to add Velcro straps to the tire cover, which I forgot to do in this step. More on this later. The next step is to measure 8 equal parts of the octagon. I simply folded the fabric over several times to get to 8 equal parts. Now it's time to find the center of the fabric and mark it. Then I marked equal distances from the center for the width of the tire. My tire is 11 inches wide, and so I marked 5.5 inches from the center of the fabric on each side. Using the angle template from earlier, it is easy to mark out the correct lines for sewing. Once all the lines are marked, the fabric should look like this. The angled lines are where the sewing will happen in a later step. Measure out the depth of the tire along the angled lines and connect the dots as shown. I added a small margin for cutting fabric here. It is important to note that the length of this line is equal to the depth of the tire. Now all we have to do is cut along the lines before we can get to sewing the tire cover together. Notice how the outside line is the cutting line and the inside line will become the sewing line. The fabric should be shaped like this now. Since I forgot the extra section for the Velcro strap earlier, I had to sew on an extra piece of fabric like this. And now it's just a matter of pinning the fabric together and sewing along the lines. First fit test looks good. That top seam will be redone since I have to attach an extra section for the Velcro anyways. Now the inside seam can be folded over and sewn in place. The finished product is on the Jeep. Here you can also see that extra portion of fabric I added for the Velcro.